what is the cause of depression? So that is what I'm going to talk about on this video, how you can get out of it. You can also use it as a weapon to better your life. So it's a tool that you can use to better your life. So that is what I'm going to explain on this video. Stay to the end of this video so that you can understand this topic. My name is Osa Kevin and it's Evergreen TV. So depression, the cause of depression. So the reason why a lot of people are going through depression is based on loss. It's not only loss. Maybe someone might be going through loss. Maybe that person lost a loved one or lost a job or going through a breakup. It can lead to depression. Most of the time, this loss is kind of emotionally connected to this person. Like anytime this person listening to some certain music, this person feel depressed. That music is connected to that certain period of time that this individual went through that situation or that circumstances that is kind of making that person feel depressed. So a lot of people don't know about it. So someone might hate some certain sound just because that sound remind him or her of someone he or she lost. So a lot of people out there are going through depression and they don't really know about it. So the main cause of depression, like I said, is loss. So if you're going through depression, it's because you are living in the past. So if you are living in the past, you're going to be depressed based on you are thinking about your mistakes or what you were supposed to do right to stop what happened, or maybe you were supposed to do some things to make your life more better. So if someone is depressed, that person is depressed based on the person is living in the past. So like I said, you might be going through depression based on loss. Sometimes this depression is caused by guilt, like someone might be blaming himself or herself, like thinking that he or she is the cause of someone else's problem. So a lot of people are suffering, like they're going through this depression, like they're going through a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff is going on in their mind based on they are living in the past. Like they are constantly living in the past, thinking about what they were supposed to do right, what they were supposed to do to make everything feel good, like what they were supposed to do to prevent what happened. So a lot of people are kind of creating a future like from the past, like they are thinking about what should have happened. Like maybe, for example, let me use this as an example. Maybe someone was going through, or someone is going through, or someone went through a breakup. So now this person now is thinking about the mistakes and thinking about what he or she could have said or could have done to prevent it. Now this person is thinking about, I wish I did that. Like this is what could have happened. Maybe I would have been more happy with this person, or maybe we can be married. Like this person is creating a future that can happen. So now when someone is creating a future that can happen, that will lead to depression. So not just living in the past can make someone be depressed, living in the future also. So like I said, this person is using the past now to create a future that can happen. So now this person is using the past, like what happened in the past, like trying to repair, like trying to amend what has happened, like trying to make sure that everything went exactly how this person wanted it to go in that person's mind. Like this person is creating a reality that can't be possible. So now this individual is going to feel depressed based on your mind cannot manifest that based on his past, and it has happened. There's no way you can change it. So the past is past. So a lot of people are depressed just because of this, living in the past and living in the future, using the past to create a future that can happen. So when you are using the past to create a future that can happen, it leads to depression. So I'm saying this out of experience. So I was going through depression. I was so depressed, like I was using my past, like what I could have done to prevent this. I could have done this, I could have said this there, I could have like said this or do this, make that decision, make that choice. Maybe I would have been living like this, maybe I would have been living like that. So now I'm creating a future that can happen based on, I'm picking some events from my past and fabricating it and trying to create a future that can happen. It's kind of crazy in a way. So that leads to depression. So when you taking a past event, trying to fabricate it, trying to make sure that it go right like how you want it, now you thinking out of your, like you're going out of line. So now it's going to lead to depression. So the only way you can like get rid of depression is to really live in the present. Live in the present. It's difficult to live in the present based on a lot of people are going to point out all your mistake, all your fault. Now these people are there to help you, like don't really care, don't think about that. So live in the present. Based on the present is kind of manifesting your future. Your present moment is creating your future. So the only way you can have a better future is to live in the present, not the past, not the future itself. Live in the present. Know what you want, like know what you want to manifest for yourself in the future. So walk towards it like with the present, not with the future, not daydreaming. You can daydream, you can meditate. Yes, you can meditate, like you have time for meditation. So you have to meditate all the time. Meditation is good for the mind. Like it's one of the solution to get rid of depression. Meditation, like meditating. So I use that also. So you have to meditate, have a time to meditate, always meditate based on you trying to get rid of this past event that is bothering you, like breathing in and out, like focusing on the present, noticing yourself, noticing the environment, like feed the environment around you is going to help you stay in the present. So a lot of people that are going through depression are not really living in the present. They are living in the past. Most of them are so far away in the future, thinking about how things are going to be like, thinking about how they're going to get this or get that. So now if you living like that, you're going to be depressed. So you have to stay in the present and control your mind. Control your mind. If you can't control your mind, you're going to be depressed. Like a lot of people think that only going through loss can be the cause of depression. You not controlling your mind, you are not able to control your mind, you're going to go through depression. Based on a lot of people are going to push you over, say a lot of stuff to you. Mind your business. Like that is one thing that is really affecting a lot of people. They're not minding their business. Now someone might be discussing, saying something that is not really your concern. Now you pick it up, now you pick that thought, now you start thinking about it. Now you're thinking about a lot of stuff that is floating around, a lot of thoughts that is floating around. Like we are in a sea, like you can't see it, but we are in a deep sea of thoughts. Everywhere you go, a lot of people are thinking shit that is not really good for your mind. So don't pick up things that you know that is going to affect your mind. Like I work with people and people just come up with irrelevant discussion, like wanting me to like say something about it, but I can't say something about your irrelevant discussion based on it's going to affect my mind. So now I'm going to think about what I'm going to reply. Now we're having a conversation. Now you're saying something to me. I'm going to think about what I'm going to reply you. Now I'm giving my mind that like task to give me an answer to reply you. Now I'm giving my mind a wrong task. Like I'm not supposed to be bothered about what is bothering you. So you might be bothered about something that is not really important, like it's very stupid to me, so I can't just start talking about it. So you have to control your mind. So I'm really talking about how to avoid depression, so how you can use depression as a weapon. So like I said, meditate and always like keep yourself busy. Make sure that you are busy all the time. So like for me, I keep myself busy all the time. Like if I am not busy, I start thinking about what I'm supposed to do, what I could have done in the past to prevent what happened. So I kind of keep myself busy all the time so that I can't think. So I keep myself busy to stay in the present, like I'm always doing something and it's benefiting me. So when I started doing that, so I was not like kind of feeling depressed again. Like I was not having time to sit down and start thinking about what happened 5 years ago, 6 years ago, what I could have done to prevent it, how things could have been now, what I could have been doing now, how my life should have been. So trying to fabricate a future that can happen, trying to repair what is already bad, what is past. Like so you have to like keep doing something, like look for something you love to do. Like one thing, reading, you can start reading a lot. So try to gain a lot of knowledge, read a lot, like make sure that you are giving your mind something to do. If you're going through depression, so if you're going through loss and you kind of noticing that you are kind of going through what I'm trying to explain, so you can read a lot about it so that you can help yourself. You can use it as a tool to train your mind to develop yourself. So do this and you're gonna see that your life will change. So that is what I did. So I started reading, I started like using my time, making sure that I'm not idle doing nothing, so that I will not go back and start thinking about those stuff that I cannot really solve. So I hope this video helped you guys out there. Like I said, you already know it's Evergreen TV and it's Osa Kevin. I will do a new video for you guys and I will see you guys on that video. Ciao.